All right, so you learned about slippage. Now, let's talk about when you want to use a DEX or a Trojan or like a trading bot, right? So in general, I like to use a DEX when I'm like using my long-term wallet, so like my Phantom wallet that's on the computer or on my phone. I'd like to use it when I'm trading off of that wallet, or if I'm going to DCA into a token or DCA out of one. For Trojan, I like to use it when I'm doing like smaller shitcoin trades, like with lower market caps that require fast execution. Like I need to buy into it fast and I need to exit it fast as well. So I can set the slippage much higher using Trojan Bot. There's a setting for that. And then, as always, like I don't like to keep too much money on these mobile like phone wallets. So when I'm using Trojan Bot, every time I make some profit, like every few days or whatever, I'll send out and withdraw some Solana into like my long term wallet, because these Trojan bots, these whether it's BonkBot or Telegram Trojans bot, they tend to be targets for hackers and for bugs. So there's always a chance that if you keep too much money on these Telegram bots, like you might accidentally get scammed or hacked or drained, just because the risk. That's just the nature of the software. Is everything's super new. There's always risk with everything. So don't keep too much money on one single place. Something cool to note though about the Trojan bot is there will be an airdrop for people who use it based on their volume. So if you're trading a lot of Solana, uh, like if you traded a lot of Solana worth of a token, you're going to get a bigger allocation for the future airdrop they have planned. So yeah, I mean that's another cool reason to use Trojan. So let's actually like talk about what it is. So Trojan is a Telegram trading bot on Solana that offers traders faster speed in executing the orders. And because it's integrated directly with Telegram, you get to access all these trading functions, within the same Telegram messaging platform. So you don't need to switch between your laptop and your, Telegram bot. You can do it all in the convenience of your phone. Anytime you can execute these orders super fast. Trojan also does give you access to your private keys when you first set it up. So if you don't know where those are, you can go to your settings and you can get your private keys from there if you find the right setting for that. So that's another reason it's cool to use Trojan is because they actually give you the private keys. All right, so for setting up Trojan, I might have to make a video on this separately if you guys want, but basically, you're just going to click on the Trojan bot link, which is, it's right here at the bottom. I'll also have it in the description. So basically, the first command you're going to type is dash start, like slash start, and then it'll give you your Solana deposit address here. So that's where you're going to send your Solana tokens to fund your trading wallet. And then you're going to see all this crazy stuff down here. You can pretty much ignore it for now. And so to actually buy stuff, once you funded your account, you can grab the CA address of like any token and then you just paste it in there. And then once you paste it in, it's going to give you all this data, right? So the balance in your wallet, the price of the token right now, how much liquidity is in there, the market cap, the past 30 minutes, the price performance has gone down 1.79%. Past 24 hours, it's up 13%. Liquidity is renounced, check mark. And then one Solana would get you 219 Boden tokens. And then price impact is like slippage. And then there's your quick buy buttons. So you can buy 0.05 Solana, you can buy 0.3 Solana, or you can buy X Solana. You can set like a custom amount. If you want to change these buttons, the quick access buy buttons, you can do that in the settings here. So you go to the settings command, and you just type in dash settings, and then you have all this stuff here. So you just go over here where it says buy amounts. Yep, buy amounts, and then you click on it. It'll have a little pencil, and then it'll ask you like how much you want to set it to. So I've set the buttons to be much smaller. So this is like $10 worth of Solana, I think. So if it's a really, really like scammy kind of market cap token, I can just quickly execute like a $10 order. If I think it's a little better, I can execute a 0.3 Solana order, right? So like $70 or something. And then you can just change the buttons. So that's faster access. And then slippage, I like to keep it at 7%, but by default it's at 15%. I try to lower it if I can. The higher the slippage is, the worse like the more variance there will be between the price you buy it and how many tokens you get. So I mean, I try to keep the slippage tight if I can, but I'll change the slippage if it's like an order that I really want to trade fast. And then same thing here, you can set the sell slippage. Same idea. It's the difference between how many tokens you'll get for the price, and then depending on the time it takes to execute it, the price will jump around. So you can change all that in the settings command. And then once you've bought a token, you can just type in the dash positions command, and it'll show you here like all the tokens in your portfolio, right? So like positions in total are worth 4.1 Solana. I have 3 Solana like just chilling there doing nothing. So Tremp token, I have 3 Solana worth of that, and then it's been down 18% since I bought it. Down 5.6% in terms of Solana, and then down 18% in terms of US dollars. But that's because the Solana value in dollars also dropped. And then this token here, BOP, is up by 10%. And then if I wanted to sell it, I would just click on the name of the token there, BOP, and then it'll ask you if you want to sell it. Do I want to sell 50%, 100%, or X amount? So yeah, you can just sell a different amount by clicking that. So that's the Trojan bot setup. If you guys want a video, I could do that as well to be more in depth, but the link to use Trojan will be in my description here. You'll get a 10% off discount for using the referral link. So just keep that in mind. And then for charting, this is a little more advanced here now. So for charting, you can use Dex Screener, which will show you like the hot tokens across several different blockchains. It'll include like all the social profiles, their channels over here, like the website, Twitter, Telegram, all that stuff. And then here you can also see the top traders. So like if you click on this section and you go scrolling around here, you'll see like the top traders, right? So this guy bought $899 spread over 2 transactions, and he sold for $11,000 over 3 transactions. So you can find these wallets here if you're interested in looking at that. You can also see like who the whales are, stuff like that. So I like to use Dex Screener when I'm reviewing like the top holders, like this section here. And then I like to use it for the alerts feature actually. So if you download the app, it also has this, but it'll tell you, you can set a custom alert. Like if the price goes up 50%, it'll give you a notification. If the price goes down like 10%, it'll give you a notification. So I like to use the alerts to know when to buy or sell a token as well to take profit. So Dex Screener is pretty cool for having that feature. And then in general, you might find like slightly better quality projects on Dex Screener because projects have to pay $300 to list on Dex Screener. So you're not going to find like the best projects, but you'll see projects with a little more promising potential on Dex Screener because of that. Dex Screener also has an advanced filter here. So this will let you filter like, only show me tokens with at least $10,000 in liquidity. Only show me tokens that have at least traded, $5 million in the last 24 hours or something like that. So you can set all these advanced filters and parameters on Dex Screener as well. So if you're doing more like thorough investigation and research, you can definitely use Dex Screener for that. Some of the pros and cons is like the pros, obviously it has more detailed filters. It supports multiple chains. So you can look at tokens across like Base, Solana, Ethereum, Polygon, Phantom, all that stuff. They will all be on Dex Screener. And then the alerts function is pretty useful as well. So just to alert you about the price. As far as the cons, there is a built-in trading feature on Dex Screener, which if you see here, like it'll have a button that says trade on Radium. I try to use it like once or twice and it's pretty slow and clunky. So I don't know if I really trust it. So I don't like using that feature. The other con is that projects have to pay to get listed. So like, a project could be good. It's just not, getting listed on Dex Screener because they haven't paid for it yet. Or it's like brand new and they haven't, done that yet. So for projects that are launching, like that's kind of a downfall. Another thing is that the charts aren't live. So they're like 1 or 2 minutes behind actual trading charts. like maybe 60 seconds behind. They lag. So it's not like the best source for looking at the live price action. So that's another con as well. So the other tool that I use is called Photon, and I like to use Photon on the computer. So I use it on my desktop, and I use it for hunting like low caps. I'm researching tokens. I'm looking for their live chart. So Photon has a much faster chart. So if you're looking at a much lower market cap like this, and you want to see the active live chart as accurate as possible to real prices, I use Photon for that. Photon also has a built-in wallet, so you can buy and sell immediately as well on the platform, which is again why you'd want to use this on the computer. You can have it, you can access it on your phone, but it's not the best experience. And Photon also does give you the private keys when you set it up. So again, when any wallet gives you the private keys, always save it, keep it written down, don't lose it, and ideally you want to label it as well. So yeah, like I said, I use Photon when I'm looking at charts on the desktop on the computer. If I want to buy in and out of a project like really fast that I'm looking at, I can do it within Photon as well. So it has preset buying buttons. So I've customized mine to be set like 0.25, 1 Solana, 3 Solana, whatever. And then there's also slippage, which you can change and adjust. And then there's something called a priority fee, which is just how fast your trade will get executed. You can pay more on the network to get it executed faster. It's a little more advanced, but you can just leave that as is. So some of the pros is it has a much faster trading execution if you're looking to trade in and out of these newer small cap tokens very fast. Another pro is that the points you accumulate for trading on Photon, they will go towards a future airdrop of the token. So you could qualify for free money. And the same thing is also supported on base chain. So Photon also works not on just Solana, but also on base chain. So if you're looking for projects on base, you can also use Photon. Some of the cons would be that slippage. If you set it way too high, it can eat into your profits. And there's a lot of scams as well. So you have to kind of navigate this minefield when you're looking for projects on Photon because, again, they're not paying to get listed. These are just tokens that launch immediately by random people. So if you're not careful and you know what to look for, then you could get scammed. So let's go over everything we've learned so far. In terms of long-term storage, I showed you guys like how to use Phantom for self-custody, adding a hardware wallet for an additional layer of security. I explained to you what a DEX is, so how it's different from a SEX, and like all the features like slippage, DCAing. I showed you the difference between a DEX and like Trojan bot. I explained how to set up the Trojan bot pretty quickly, how to buy and sell, and then customizing your settings. And then I also explained like the charting stuff using DEX Screener and Photon as well. So that's it for this lesson, guys. If you want to follow me on all the social channels, the link is right here at the bottom, so you can see all the spelling is there. Um, Again, just be careful, like fake accounts that have different spelling. Just use common sense. And then the Trojan links, the Photon links, those will all be in the description, so you can sign up for those and get a referral bonus as well.